Honorable Ministers, Honorable Deputy Ministers, Yang Mulia Datuk Seri Paduka Awang Haji Muhammad Azmi bin Haji Muhammad Hanifah, Deputy Minister from Brunei Darussalam. Thank you very much for coming over. Honorable Dr. Haji Hazlan bin Abang Haji Hipni, Deputy Minister for Energy and Environmental Sustainability, Sarawak. Colleagues, distinguished guests, Mr. Stuart Broadley, Chief Executive, Energy Industries Council, United Kingdom, distinguished speakers, participants, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to express my appreciation to the organizer for inviting me this afternoon and give me the honor to share on the energy development, particularly in this part of the world. I would like to welcome all the delegates from overseas to Sarawak. I hope that while you deliberate on the issues of energy and the climate change, you have time to taste our mee kolok and Sarawak laksa. Ladies and gentlemen, overwhelming scientific consensus indicates that climate change is causing significant changes to the Earth's climate, leading to increasingly severe weather events, floods, rising sea levels, and disruption to human life and the planet's future. Just to share with you, the recent great flood that flooded many parts of Bintulu town in Sarawak and the surrounding areas was the result of 900 millimeters of rain that fell within a single day. This has never happened before in the history of this town, which normally receive about 100 millimeters of rain a year. According to weather scientists, rising global average temperature is associated with widespread changes in weather patterns. Studies show that extreme weather events such as heat waves and large storms are more likely to become more frequent or more intense with human-induced climate change. In this context, the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and Pacific, ESCAP, has urged ASEAN nations to uphold the Paris Agreement despite shifting climate policies. According to the latest IPCC report, 2024 was recorded as the warmest year on record, with global temperatures reaching approximately 1.55 degrees Celsius above the pre-industrial levels, as reported by the World Meteorological Organization. While some major economies have weakened or withdrawn from the Paris Agreement, I wish to reaffirm that Sarawak remains steadfast in its commitment to decarbonization and sustainability. We are dedicated to playing our role in the global fight against climate change for the benefit of people, the future generation, and humankind. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to share with you the Sarawak's energy transition. As part of Malaysia, Sarawak is truly blessed with vast territory covering approximately 12.4 million hectares of Borneo, with 62% still under forest cover. Our rich landscape, comprising extensive river networks, a long coastline, a mountainous interior, and dense rainforest, has long supported our economic growth through lumber, oil, and gas, and coal. Sarawak has chosen to adopt a progressive mindset. We firmly believe that reducing emissions should not come at the expense of economic progress. Instead, we see net zero initiative as a catalyst for sustainable development and new economic opportunities. Our Sarawak green economy and sustainability agenda, embedded within the post-COVID-19 development strategy 2030, envisions a future driven by economic prosperity, social inclusivity, and environmental sustainability. This includes implementing regulatory frameworks such as mandatory carbon emission reporting for businesses in scheduled economic sectors, setting emission thresholds, and introducing a carbon levy for those exceeding these limits. Achieving this vision requires a long-term commitment to attracting investment in innovative technologies while ensuring a stable energy supply throughout our transition to net zero. I am pleased to note that net zero as a catalyst for economic growth is a key theme of this conference. Sarawak's transition to clean energy began in the 1980s with a resource-based economy focused on oil, gas, timber, and palm oil. During this period, Sarawak's GDP growth was closely linked to exports, attracting substantial foreign direct investment. In the year 2000s, we shifted towards renewable energy, harnessing our vast hydropower potential through projects like the Bakun, Murun, and Baleh dams. These developments under the Sarawak Corridor of Renewable Energy SCORE initiative have propelled our state towards sustainable investment-led growth. Ladies and gentlemen, Borneo as an energy hub. Southeast Asia's energy demand is projected to increase by over 60% by 2040, driven by rapid industrialization and urbanization. The challenge before us is not just to meet this demand, but to do so responsibly and sustainably. With our abundant natural resources, strategic location, and commitment to clean energy, Sarawak is poised to position Borneo as a major energy exporter, whether through the transmission of green electrons, clean hydrogen, liquefied natural gas (LNG), or carbon capture technologies. Under our power sector strategy, Sarawak aims to achieve 10 gigawatts of renewable energy capacity by 2030 and expand to 15 gigawatts by 2035. Currently, over 70% of our electricity comes from hydropower, making Sarawak one of the ASEAN's lowest carbon emitters in the power sector. Sarawak is committed to supporting Southeast Asia's clean energy transition. Together with Kalimantan, Indonesia, we have the potential to be the battery of ASEAN, supplying renewable power to our Southeast Asian neighbors through the interconnected Borneo and ASEAN power grid. As Malaysia chairs ASEAN this year, Sarawak, in collaboration with the federal government, is committed to deepening regional cooperation and fostering greater energy connectivity. Our first step toward regional collaboration began nearly a decade ago. It started with the Sarawak West Kalimantan Power Grid Interconnection, also referred to as Trans-Borneo Power Grid. The first Brunei, Darussalam, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, East ASEAN Growth Area, BIMP, Yaga. Our flagship project under the ASEAN Power Grid Initiative and form the first leg of energy trading between Malaysia and Indonesia. That is the Sarawak and West Kalimantan. This interconnection enables West Kalimantan to import hydropower from Sarawak while advancing Sarawak's own power export ambitions. The project has set a precedent for future regional energy trading and integration. Sarawak is also committed to realizing the Sarawak-Brunei Darussalam power interconnection, God willing, by 2030, with an initial export capacity of 30 to 50 megawatts. Additionally, Sarawak is on track to export approximately 30 to 50 megawatt of renewable power to Sabah by the end of this year, facilitated by a 34-kilometer, 275 kV transmission line. Sarawak's regional energy collaboration continues to progress. The 1,000 megawatt interconnection project to Singapore is advancing, with Malaysia and Singapore having reached an agreement. Technical discussions are now in their final stages. Given the complexity of installing one of the world's few long-distance submarine cables, we are working closely with all stakeholders, including Indonesia. At the same time, I am happy to share that just recently, our Prime Minister of Malaysia, Dr. Sri Anwar Ibrahim, has requested that Sarawak consider supplying renewable power to the southern part of Philippines. With the Sarawak-Sabah interconnection to be energized this year, I am confident that this aspiration can be realized, particularly through the Sabah-Palawan interconnection project, which is currently under study through BIM Yaga and the broader ASEAN framework. With growing demand for reliable electricity supply, Sarawak, through Sarawak Energy, has recently commissioned the first utility-scale battery energy storage system, or BSS, in Malaysia. Located at the Sejingkat Power Plant in Kuching and energized in December 2024, the 60 megawatt BESS provides backup power, regulates voltage and frequency, manages peak demand, supports the integration of renewable energy sources like solar, and strengthens grid reliability and stability, and thus strengthening Sarawak's renewable power base. As Sarawak advances its renewable energy ambitions, expanding energy storage will be crucial to accommodate the increasing share of variable energy sources like solar. And to address this, Sarawak Energy is finalizing a feasibility study to explore not only the expansion of battery energy storage, but also alternative solutions such as pumped hydro storage, ensuring a more reliable and stable energy system. Ladies and gentlemen, now I share with you hydrogen hub. Sarawak is poised to play a pivotal role in Malaysia's ambition to develop its clean hydrogen industry. By leveraging on our abundant renewable energy resources, particularly hydro and solar power, along with natural gas resources and carbon capture and storage capabilities, Sarawak aims to become a cost-competitive clean hydrogen hub with large-scale production capacity. We have begun the journey with the development on the Sarawak Hydrogen Hub in Bintulu, which will cite major projects like the Hornbill and Hibiscus with our international partners from Japan and South Korea, respectively, to encourage and promote domestic offtake of clean hydrogen. By next year, the public transportation in this beautiful city of Kuching will be fully powered by hydrogen through the Kuching Urban Transportation System KUTS initiative, featuring hydrogen buses and autonomous rail transit. Forging ahead, Sarawak is actively exploring power-to-X projects, leveraging our abundant renewable energy resources to generate clean hydrogen. Ladies and gentlemen, by combining hydrogen with carbon dioxide, we can produce a range of synthetic fuels and chemicals, including green methanol, sustainable aviation fuel, green ammonia, and even polyesters. These polyesters can be processed into various forms such as green fibers, bottles or films, contributing to a more sustainable future. I am pleased to announce that Sarawak has already made significant strides in this direction by initiating our first green methanol project through the Sarawak Petchem. This project not only underscores our commitment to innovative energy solutions, but also positions Sarawak as a leader in the transition towards cleaner and more sustainable energy systems. Ladies and gentlemen, now I share on gas hub. It's one of the key contributors to Malaysia's global position as a major liquefied natural gas exporter, LNG. Sarawak's natural gas sector has become a cornerstone of its economic and energy strategies. Sarawak is home to significant natural gas reserves, primarily located offshore, and which account for over 60% of Malaysia's total gas reserves. These reserves not only fuel domestic energy needs, but also support Malaysia's LNG export industry. Through our Sarawak gas roadmap, we aim to utilize natural gas as a transition fuel to drive economic transformation for Sarawak through the development of 4 strategic gas hubs in Miri, Samalaju, Bintulu, and Kuching. We are set to increase our domestic gas usage from about 6% currently to 30% by 2030. hence ensuring a long-term supply of affordable and cleaner energy for the people of Sarawak. A significant milestone I am proud to share is that just last month, Sarawak successfully exported 20,000 metric tons of methanol to China in one day. And this methanol plant is producing 5,000 tons per day. And you can calculate for 365 days. This achievement highlights our commitment to maximizing the value of our natural resources, particularly natural gas. The Sarawak Petchem project not only positions us as a key player in the global methanol market, but also aligns with the Sarawak gas roadmap. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, as we push forward in our commitment to net zero emission, this platform will also support Sarawak's 2050 carbon neutrality target, accelerating the adoption of clean energy solutions while reinforcing the state leadership in sustainable energy. With a strong focus on renewables and decarbonization, I believe today's event will showcase cutting-edge innovation from around the world, bringing together industry leaders, innovators, and decision makers to address shared energy challenges and drive collective progress. The time for action, to me, is now. Governments, industries, and communities must come together to accelerate the energy transition, secure investments, and build an energy ecosystem that is sustainable, resilient, and inclusive. Let us work together toward this collective goal. With that, I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.